welcome back to my channel. I'm bringing you my favorites and my hate-its. Now this month is going to be interesting because I don't have any favorites or hate-its for any beauty products. So I was talking to Jessica and I was like, I don't know what I'm going to do. And she said, why don't you do your favorites for things that are non-beauty? And I said, I don't know. Nah, I'm not gonna do it. And then now I got up this morning and I said, you know what? I'm gonna do it. So these are my favorites and my hate-its for non-beauty items. The first one I'm gonna talk about is American Ripper. I don't know if you guys have watched that docu-series, but it's so cool. I'm obsessed with like serial killers, what makes them tick, things like that. That sounds like I'm demented, but whatever. And it links or tries to link H.H. Holmes to Jack the Ripper, and it's really fascinating. It is, I think, 3 episodes in, so if you guys have not checked that out, you need to. It is fantastic. Now, the best movie I have seen in a really, really long time has to be Hacksaw Ridge. I saw it on HBO and this is a phenomenal movie. So if you have not watched it, you need to. I am not into war movies, but this one, oh my goodness. It's a true story about a guy who went to war as a conscientious objector. And this guy is just, I don't want to give it away, but it's phenomenal. You guys have got to check this out. I'm sure it's still on HBO, or maybe it'll be at the Redbox or something. So just trust me. Just trust me. Then, of course, Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones is always going to be a favorite of mine. I absolutely love it. I'm excited that it's back. I absolutely love it. If you've not watched Game of Thrones, you really need to. The first season, there's just a lot of information and a lot of characters that you just need to get to know. But after the first season, it really picks up, and there's a couple people that I absolutely hate in that show, and it's great to have that kind of passion behind a character, and there are some characters that I absolutely love. So be sure to check out Game of Thrones if you haven't already. Let's see, there is one book that I loved, and it was called The Winter People, and it's by Jennifer McMahon. I've actually read a few of her books. This one so far is the best. Winter People is about ghosts, sort of. I don't really want to give any spoilers away. If you're into the whole spooky, weird books, it's really, really good. I really enjoyed that. Now, on the flip side of that, my hate-its have actually been books, and one of them is by Jennifer McMahon. The first one, it's called Island of Lost Girls. It's about this bunny, this guy that's dressed up as a bunny, and he kidnaps little girls. And I'm like, okay, this is going to be really good, right? But Jennifer McMahon's writing style goes from different time periods. So it'll go from when these group of friends were little to present time. So you go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So much so, it'll be like 3 pages, then it'll go back. And it kind of drives you crazy a little bit, and it doesn't seem very cohesive. And I think just the way that it was written, it goes from not just the time period, but certain things are rushed. It goes from little girl being taken to learning the story of this group of friends whenever they were little, to molestation. And it is, and rape, and it's like, what? How does this have anything to do with the bunny who's kidnapping little girls? It's awful, okay? It's awful. I did stick it out for the whole entire book. Like Julie says, life is too short to waste your time on a bad book, and I wasted my time. I had such trouble getting through it all, but I figured, you know what, this is going to get good. I just know this is going to get good. So it was completely opposite of Winter People. And right now I am reading another book by Jennifer McMahon. I figured I'll give her one more chance. So we'll see. If you want to go ahead and see more reviews of books and things that I've read for the past month, towards the middle of the month, every single month, I will have book reviews. But sometimes you just have to talk about things right away. And there's another book that I read, and I actually got this book on Thomason for review, and I sat down and I read it. So the book is called Murder in Wizard's Wood. It is in the Bittergate series. It's book number 1 by Michael J. Allen. I'll have it linked down below. Now, I don't want to say that this is a really bad book, but it is so descriptive that it was so hard to follow. And if you like the wizards and the fairy worlds and everything, and sort of have like dragons and then the human world kind of mixed together, you will like this. However, I wasn't a huge fan. The story wasn't necessarily bad. It was just, it was so descriptive. It was distracting. It was like, I mean, you knew everything. You could picture everything in your head like it's a movie, which is not necessarily a bad thing. But for me, you know, I don't want to know that there's 5 dust bunnies in the corner. I don't care. When I'm reading a book, I just don't care. I don't want to know every single thing that's on your wall. You know? So it's not necessarily bad, but it was just something that was just not for me, but it might be for you if you guys are into that book. I did receive it for free for review, because why not? And yeah, like I said, I'll have it linked down below. And that's it. That's pretty much all my favorites and my hated for this month. Nothing beauty related. Nothing. So maybe next month it'll change. If not, I will just kind of do this style again. So I hope that you go ahead and give this a thumbs up and subscribe. And I hope you guys don't mind that this was a little bit different. So I will see you next time. Bye.